Hello and welcome to today's Tharston Tech Chat Tuesday. I'm joined by our solution specialist, Phil Dodge. Thanks for joining us today, Phil.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for being here. So excited today to look at one of the latest of our integrations. You know, here at Tharston, we love integration, and in particular where we can connect departments together. So connecting you with your pre-press production and post-press and digital workflow. And so this is the latest in one of our integrations where we're able to submit jobs directly into the wide and large format, whether it be RealFed or flatbed devices, via Caldera software. So thought it'd be exciting to take a look at where we're up to with that. Would you be able to give us a quick tour, Phil?
No problem at all. I'm just going to quickly share my screen, and then basically what we can do is we can play the video, as they say. So what I'm going to do basically is just bring up my little video and start it. So we're going to start the front end, where obviously we're going to create an estimate within inside the Tharston environment. We're creating a brand spanking new one. We give it obviously a title. So we're going to do basically a Jeep poster in this particular case. We obviously select our customer, which in turn can actually link into the external accounts package such as Sage to give us balances. We're choosing our classification and our product type. So it's a point of sale and a hang banner and panels. And we put in our quantity, choose our material stock, and we can then enter in our dimensions of the designated item. We can then choose how many colors we're going to print. So we're going to default it with 4-color process, which is pretty common, I guess. And then we've got a whole process chain where we tick on the various processes that are required. And then really we let the estimate engine do its stuff. And what it will do is it will create, as you can see, 2 solutions, one for a Rio 312 and one for an Acuity. So we're doing a comparison of wide format and sheet-based laydowns. We're going for the cheapest or wide format device, and we can see it actually being laid down there. And what we're able to do with the estimate is to actually attach that Jeep poster directly as an attachment. And we can see me attaching the actual PDF here. Now this process could be done with inside the job, but for convenience, we're just doing it with inside this particular environment here, and we're saying it's all content. So we basically can save the actual estimate. And obviously we would send the estimate off, but what we're going to assume in this particular case is that we're going to basically order this particular estimate directly. We're going to assume the customer has ordered it. And this is converting obviously that estimate into a job within inside our environment where we can add additional parameters such as the purchase order number and the require by date. And then we're going to save it. So this is going to put it inside our job list, and we can just see that actually taking place there. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our JDF submission button to actually submit data to the Caldera RIP. And this is actually submitting XML data that is basically going to be consumed by Caldera. And you can see that submission process actually taking place there. And I'm just refreshing the screen there to see that the actual submission has taken place. And then we're just waiting for feedback from the Caldera RIP to say that it's actually been successfully processed and received. And there you can see that process. So we're just switching to the Caldera RIP here, and we're waiting basically as that data gets crunched. And in a couple of seconds, what we'll actually see is we'll see that that particular job, as we can see, actually appears within inside our list. We can click on it and we can actually see that it's there and it's being processed. And we'll also see in a second, there it is, pops in the actual PDF, which has actually been specified. And we're going to open up the print spooler against the designated device. And we can also see that the Nestomatic is then going to be utilized to actually process the one-up PDF that we've actually submitted. And so that little piece of technology kicks into gear, and it creates the actual composite, as it's referred to, showing the number of items across the actual web width or real width, and obviously the actual length of the material as well. So that's fun and dandy and cool, and obviously that gets printed basically, and out it pops to the designated device. So that's really cool stuff. And what we can do is we can actually obtain some of that data as well back into the Tharston environment. You can see there's a whole batch of settings and various other elements where we can actually look at a variety of pieces of data attributed obviously to this specified job as it gets ripped. You can see the number of copies taking place and the actual files concerned. And it'll take a little while, as you can see on the Rio there, the 312, to actually be printed basically on that device. But it can actually provide feedback from the RIP to Tharston to actually see what the current operation is. And it will also, eventually as well, it's going to actually provide the amount of media and also other consumables, such as obviously the ink being utilised.
Okay.
So that's a great way of basically being able to submit and then return data back into the Tharston environment.
That's great. Thank you very much, Phil. So what we've seen there then is just how we can take the job, and whether the artwork might already be attached, or at the job stage we might attach the artwork there, and then that's submitted directly into the Caldera software, and then that's in turn submitting that onto the relevant device, and that's feeding back to us the feedback of the status of where it's up to, and as you said, in the future we'll also get the feedback about the material consumption and the ink consumption as well, which is really cool. And so that saves, takes away a lot of rekeying for departments, connects departments together, so streamlines the process, I guess, and makes it a lot quicker for people in getting jobs into production. And we all know everything needs to be done yesterday rather than today. And then also is giving us the costings and the status back as well, for visibility of where things are up to as well. So that's really cool. So another one to add to the list for the integrations, and I'm sure would be great for many of our customers out there with the wide and large format kit as well, to start connecting that together. So thank you very much. If you have any questions or want to know a little bit more about that, then please drop a comment below, or reach out and get in touch, and we'll be happy to help. Thanks again, Phil, and thanks for watching today. Cheers.
Thanks for dropping by. Bye.